Welcome everybody to the New Fly Fisher. I'm Colin McEwen. In this very special video, we're going to be talking about trout fishing. And I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited about it because this weekend it opens up here in Ontario. I'm going through all my gear, checking my flies, making sure my tippet's fresh, doing all those things. And I'm losing my mind. I'm thinking about this weekend, but I've got 4 more days so I can go fishing. So what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about all the great trips that everybody at the New Fly Fishers had the opportunity to go on, whether it's Patagonia, Montana, Northern Canada, Labrador, Maine, all types of spectacular places. In this video, we're going to be looking at nymph fishing, dry fly fishing, streamer fishing, everything. It's going to be a really great exploration of the best of trout fishing and all types of different techniques. You're going to love it. Stay with us.
Ooh, that's a nice sized fish.
Absolutely fantastic. Nice. Oh my goodness, that's the kind of fish that makes stickers out of.
The New Fly Fisher is brought to you in partnership with Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada,
I'm trying to get my yard work done. I've got a whole bunch of chores I promised myself I'd get done before I go fishing this weekend, and it's a beautiful day, so I'm really thinking about the trout fishing this weekend. To get my mind off of it, I'm thinking about past trips. Right now, actually, I'm thinking about Chilean Patagonia, where I had the pleasure of going out with Francisco Vilches, also known as Poncho. And we were sight fishing basically for big brown trout on shallow flats in the lake, as well as a small stream that was coming in. And, well, watch the segment. It was one of my best memories from Patagonia. Nice. Now what happened there, Francisco spotted the take. He saw the flash and cued me in because I didn't see the fish, but he did. I saw it after it hit, but if I hadn't got that cue, and this is where a good guide is so important, I didn't see it in time. And the thing is, there's more fish in here. They're all big. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's a big boy. They're eating emergers, and we're trying to get them to come up for dry. Just could not make it work. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, Francisco, I'll bring him right in here into this part of the hole. Let's get the line on the reel. Okay. All right, we're ready. Yep, you ready? Get his head up. Lift his head up. Okay. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, look at the size of him. He's a tank. Look at this guy. Oh, what a sweet fish. Look at that. Okay, here in the last few hours. Ready to go back in that hole, and there he goes. Well, I'm going to be doing this for a while. There's a lot of pine needles and leaves here, but you know, this blower is kind of making me think about the winds of Patagonia, Chilean Patagonia, where there's incredible fishing. In December, it's basically spring in that part of the world, and Mark Melnick and Tom Rosenbauer had the pleasure to go down and join the people from Magic Waters to fish for big brown trout in spring creeks. They're using nymphs. Spectacular fishing. Watch this.
One of my favorite ways to target big trout is in very small creeks. This creek, though quite small, is known to harbor extremely big brown trout. Browns that apparently are quite technical to target. Today, Tom and I are guided by Guillermo Cifuentes.
Well, This is very interesting. We're fishing in these little tiny pockets along the spring creek. Ah! And I have lost every fish I've hooked this morning. That was about number 5, I think. But I threw the fly into this little tiny pocket here along the shore with a little pheasant tail nymph on it and twitched it, and boom, the fly went under, and there was a fish, and there was a fish.
You knew it was gonna happen.
Boy.
Oh, look at the colors on this one,
Yeah,
Tom.
beautiful colors. And finally landed a fish. That was cool. The fish actually took the dry fly. We were using the dry fly as kind of an indicator. Just twitch, twitch, twitch. Guillermo would say, twitch, 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 twitch. And yeah, and so my first landed fish this morning after a long struggle with losing fish. So you got to keep at it, and sooner or later you can land a fish. The color, that fish is beautiful.
Beautiful. So we let this fish rest and came back with the caddis and the dropper. And I think this is the big one. I think this is the one we saw this morning. Took the pheasant tail. Oh my gosh, what a fish. Yes, sir. Oh my heavens. Look at that. Flies out, great fish. Fantastic. Spring creek fishing. Oh, so good.
Welcome to the River of Dreams in Chilean Patagonia. Tom and I were both fishing 5 and 6 weight fly rods with matching 5 and 6 weight floating lines for dry flies and terrestrials. Intermediate and full sinking lines were matched with rods to present streamers to these fish. Leader material was 2X and 3X tapered 9 to 12 foot leaders with 5 to 6 foot leader material for sinking and intermediate lines, presenting streamers.
They really like the wall here.
Nobody home.
Oh, why'd the smaller one eat it? Look at the big one.
Oh, damn it!
Look at that big one. We're gonna go back to that guy. That's a pretty fish right there,
Still
though.
a pretty brown trout, yeah.
I gotta kind of ride down this little section and then.
Well, that was fun. We had 2 nice brown trout chase the streamer. Unfortunately, the smaller one took it. The smaller one was maybe 16. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna motor back upstream, try a bigger fly for that big brown trout, see if we can get him to eat. My tippet to sinking tip line, I find perfection loop does not hold. I don't like perfection loop in smaller diameter tippets. I think it's fine for leader butts, works great for leader butts, but I don't think it's any good. So what I do is I bimini a piece to the fly line permanently.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a bimini. And then I put a tippet ring here, and then I can change tippets easily. So, yeah. And you get a little stretch, you get a little stretch from the
exactly.
bimini.
The bimini stretch is good.
So, I find that system works really well. Because we did see another big fish in here.
Yeah, there's a couple. This is likely water, though.
Well,
you know, we knew this fish was there. We had caught the smaller one of the pair. We motored back up and we put on a bigger fly, and the fish came for it once, and it just kind of hung out in the middle of the current, and I threw it back to him, and he came at it again and finally ate it. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. Nice. Oh, so that was fun. We went back up and we got the big fish. It never works that way, but it did today. Got the big fish, brought him back down to the same place, and released him. So, pretty cool, Hayden. Thank you.
Didn't get much better.
Thank you, man.
That was fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm getting through the chores, and hopefully I'll get them done soon. You know, Canada is really blessed, whether it's in the east with Labrador or out in the west with British Columbia. From coast to coast, there's incredible trout fishing. Brook trout, rainbow, brown trout. Rob Heel goes to Labrador to fly fish for giant brook trout with dry flies. He's at Igloo Lake Lodge, a really special place. Watch this, because it's incredible.
For our last morning, we had hoped that the cloud cover that we experienced the previous day would hang on. And for the most part, it did. Our plan today was to catch the first couple of hours of cool morning water and then leave the trout alone and fool around for some pike.
One of the things that we've definitely identified, mainly through Ed's instruction, is it kind of flies in the face of conventional dry fly fishing, but these fish like that fly moved, waked almost. We took a number of fish on waking salmon bugs, and even the spinner that I'm fishing here this morning, I tried dead drifting it over some fish a couple of times, and now I'm getting it moving, just creating a very subtle wake on the surface, just hoping to entice a take. And I don't know what it is with brook trout, but these fish, they seem to like it moving. So all I'm doing is just little short strips, raising the rod slightly, and just creating, even in the still water, just creating a little bit of movement, a little bit of animation. And we'll see what happens. It's been tough the last couple of days in the high sun. It is overcast here this morning, so we may have a better shot. But point is, just fool around with what you're doing. Sometimes what works on your home waters won't work when you're away. Fish. Yeah, it's a big brookie too. That was a crazy amount of work this morning. Oh, that's a big fish. Holy catfish, that's a big fish.
You can turn them this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm keeping him out. Keeping him out. Where's he at? He's got to be right in front of you. There he is. Okay, coming up. Oh, no. We got to watch the anchor rope here. And these big fish do not do everything that you want them to do.
They go wherever they want to go.
Yeah. And it is a big one.
You can get them a little closer now to the reel.
Yeah. Come out here, come out. Come on, darling.
Don't horse him.
No, I won't. We got 2 anchors on the boat.
I almost had him.
No, he's on the other side of your net. Come out here, come out here.
On the other side of the boat, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big fish. Holy cow. That is a big brookie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think this is it. I think this is the one. Oh, he looks good.
Hey, buddy.
That was a
Hard working.
Well, it's our last morning. We have to fly out first thing in the morning, and it's almost lunch, so we're gonna go back to the lodge for lunch and sort of end it on a high note. I'm telling you folks, there's not many places in the world this accessible where they measure trout by the pound and not the inches. Igloo Lake is one of them. What you see behind you here is just an example. There's so many really cool opportunities from rivers, small outpost ponds. If you want to catch big trout, come here. You won't regret it.
Rugged but spectacular. Northern Ontario's Algoma country has so much to offer the fly angler. I wasn't sure what to expect of the water that we eventually stopped at, but it had enough going for it that I was eager to get started. There was nothing really descriptive about it other than the deep-cut bank on the opposite shore, but it looked to me as if it would hold pre-spawn brookies, and as we were getting near that time, I felt pretty good about it. It wouldn't be long before we knew what we were in for.
Fish. Good fish too. Good fish. Good fish. I gotta look at him. Oh yeah, that's a nice brook trout. That's a nice fish. Get him on the reel. Gotta love a woolly bugger. That's big fish. So this is kind of what we've been looking for, was this spring creek coming in to keep the depths cold. This is a big trout. I might have to just wander down here a bit. I don't even know if I can wade out there, but I'm gonna try. That's a big brookie. Oh my goodness, this is what we came here for. This is what we came here for. Again, using the sinking tip. And working it fairly slow. I wasn't crazy aggressive with it. Just about pickled. Come on, darling, come on. Stay with me. There we go. Oh my goodness. Folks, I'm gonna tell you, it does not get better than that. That was pretty spectacular. One of the bigger brook trout I've caught. But as we were playing that fish, another good fish rose down here, and we just had one come up right off a little point up here. So I'm going to change to my dry fly and see if we can't coax them up with that. Fish that far bank. It's quite an undercut bank there, and it's just a perfect spot for fish to hide. So we're going to do that until we've exhausted it. I'm gonna let that drift though. He might have been down here, so we'll try that one too. I don't know why I'm whispering, because it just seems like the right thing to do.
We often associate brook trout as being a little less sophisticated than some of their brethren, and I have to admit that I was a little surprised not to have taken a fish on the surface. But I'm not one to kick a dead horse, so I quickly went back to what was working.
I'm gonna go back up the top and work that down again. Now that that's a little bit rested. There he is. Oh, I just moved a big fish off there again. Just moved a big fish. I didn't touch him. I got him. That was kind of dead drifting. That's a big fish. That is a big fish. Now I moved that fish a couple of casts before. I can't get this guy to the reel because I got a knot in my line. So I'm gonna keep him here close. Another big male fish. These are the some of the things that you got to deal with. Knots and leaders, knots and lines. They're not quite as big as that first one, but still a beautiful big brook trout, probably 18 inches. Come here, sweetheart.
This 1965 Mustang, it sure is a beauty. I love this car. But I also love coaster brook trout, big coaster brook trout from the famed Nipigon River. Jeff Parks from the New Fly Fisher had a chance to go there, and he fished with Neil LeDuc from Affinity Angling. Their goal? To catch an 8 to 10 pound brook trout. Watch what happens.
So we're fishing a streamer and a dry on the boat here right now. And Joe, can you tell us a little bit about these lines that we're using here?
Sure. So we're trying to mix things up a little bit, putting some dry flies, streamers through a run here. I'm fishing a longer, a little bit heavier taper from Scientific Anglers called the Anadro. It's really great for skating. It's got a long, gradual back taper, great for mending. Jeff's fishing one of our Sonar triple density lines, a full sink line. He's fishing an I-3-5, so that's an intermediate sink 3, sink 5, getting right to the middle of the water column, presenting nice even, and doesn't really have that belly that you'll find within sink tips. It's getting a nice gradual straight line connection to the fish, so when there's a take on the swing, you're able to just have a nice smooth connection and set the hook into it.
It's hard to explain the intensity of this current we are fishing in. These epic high flows have given the fish a good advantage, but another beauty to the net for Joe had us charged. Yeah.
Right off that shelf.
That looked like that hit right away.
As soon as I started the swing, it was right underneath the back of that cedar tree back there.
Boy, I can't imagine what that's like holding in that, for a fish holding into that current and still fighting.
Yeah, he's tiring out here pretty quick. Oh.
Oh, what a fish, buddy. Nice fish. Woo. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
Right on, brother. Nice one. I had mused earlier that there may be a 15-pounder with our name on it somewhere out in this world-class river. So when Joe hooked onto a fish that we couldn't raise,
that's crazy.
My senses began to build as we all watched with excitement.
He's coming right back out too. Walk the dog right back up here.
That one looks even bigger.
Feels like a largemouth.
How was the hit on that one?
That was no question that I got hit. I just popped it when I went slack back there, and he came up and just cranked it.
Yeah, this one might be pretty big.
Well, just sitting in heavy current, fighting that fish. It was dogging down deep, got it up to the boat and just fighting it for 5+ minutes, and it just came unpinned right at the back of the boat. Probably a 26-inch fish, one of the largest fish that Neil said he's ever seen out here. Just heart-wrenching, but how the day goes sometimes, right? Man.
Couldn't have done it.
No, I'm surprised it stayed on so long.
When he came up to the surface and started head shaking.
Yeah, I was like, oh God. And he just started backing down.
Welcome to Quebec's far north. Welcome to Nunavik. It's early summer and the rivers are filling up with both Atlantic salmon and brook trout. We're on our way north with our final destination, the George River and Wedge Hills Lodge.
When you're putting a fish on the reel, you have to remember to keep your line tight. That's how I lose so many fish, is by not letting that bend continue, and you're focused on not fighting the fish, you're focused on getting your line on the reel, you lose so many fish that way.
Looks like a beautiful trout we got. Oh. Good head shake, yeah?
Yeah, it's a good fish.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, the size of that thing. Beautiful work on that one.
That's a great fish.
It's a giant, man.
Trophies at Wedge Hills Lodge, right?
Put that bomber back on your hat, man.
And put it in a trophy case. What an unbelievable day here at Wedge Hills Lodge. It was one for the record books. I mean, you go traveling in a beaver, exploring, see some unbelievable country, and then you wrap up the day with world-class brook trout on dry fly. Doesn't get any better than this. I just can't wait till tomorrow.
You know, I love catching trout in rivers, but I also love catching them on lakes. And one of the best places to go fishing for brook trout, rainbow trout, brown trout in lakes is Western Manitoba. In an area called the Parklands, we joined Phil Rowley, who's going to talk about some tactics for catching big trout on a fly.
So we're anchored up in about 8 feet of water. To my left, it's quite shallow. It kind of falls off, there's a weed edge, and we're sitting just on the deep water side of the weed edge. It's anywhere from 8.5 to 9 feet deep. But on my electronics, I've been marking fish, big red sausages, hugging tight to the bottom. So I need to make sure my fly is down there. So what we're gonna do to see if we can get one of those big fish is I've attached a little weight to my fly, in this case a vampire leech, and I'm gonna lower it over the side, right down till it hits the bottom. I've got my quick release indicator. Just gonna slide that right to the surface. And then where the indicator is sitting, to this little tip connection, that's about a foot, and that's where I wanna be. I wanna be just off the bottom, because that's where the fish are cruising. And by doing it this way, I know exactly where my fly is, and I can present it properly to them. Because I'm just waiting, I'm fishing really close so I can react to the take. That's the plan. Let's see if we can put it together. So right by the boat, fishing indicators, fishing slow. We're a little after some weather change. The fish don't seem to be happy. And I was just about to recast this. I literally had barely a rod length of line out because we have been marking fish on the electronics from time to time right below us, and we're sitting in 8.5 feet just off the edge of a weed bed to my left. Yeah, and this is a big tiger, big tiger. Ate the vampire leech, suspended a foot off the bottom. I was literally going, all of a sudden the indicator just went under and I barely had enough line to set the hook on him. So this is probably one of the primary reasons people come to the parklands, because the tiger trout here grow big. That is a monster tiger. Into the basket, as I love to say. That is a quality parklands trout. Oh. And the fly, I believe, has hopped out. Yep, barbless hooks. What a beautiful fish.
Getting ready for the fishing season. I love this. Get my boat ready. And you know, one of the places I like to go is across the United States, fishing different places. They have some wonderful trout fishing in Maine, specifically brook trout. Rob Heel had the opportunity to go to Libby's camp, and they went into some back lakes with canoes to do some fishing. Watch this.
For our second day on the water, we were joined by Toby Montgomery. Our destination was one of the many small lakes within driving distance of the camp. While Toby is known by many as the moose god for his prowess and big game guiding, it was clear from the start that he knew more than a thing or two about the fly fishing game. And I was on my way to a master class in stillwater angling.
Just pretend like you don't want the fish to really get a good look at that fly.
Oh, so work it a little faster?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of times those fish will hit it when you're letting go of the line, and you'll just feel the line stop.
Yeah. There's a fish.
There you go.
Nice, 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 nice. Stop coming back at me. He's dancing. There we go. We're on the board. Nice. Woo! Oh, that's a pretty fish. That's a good...
Pretty chunky fish.
Yeah.
Very
good 12 inches. Nice wild Maine brook trout.
So basically, when I'm stripping it in, I aim the rod right at the fly. I just kind of balance the rod. I don't hang on to it very hard. I drape the line over my finger. So I'm just kind of letting it hang down like that. I'm not gripping the rod real tight.
Right.
See, the rod's not moving at all. You can hold it above the water. Sometimes I just put the rod tip right in the water.
Sure.
If you rest your elbow on your knee, on your leg like this, you'll miss a lot of fish.
You lose the feel? Okay.
You'll miss a lot of fish.
Okay.
So I just sit more upright, and it's pretty effective with streamer flies also.
There's one. That's a good fish too. That's a good fish too. So Toby gave me very specific instructions on how to retrieve this. He said to me 2 casts before, he said, don't be afraid to rip that a little faster. He said, they're aggressive and you're not going to spook them. So I did, and this guy took
What a beauty. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. There we go. Yay, we're on the board with a big one. How big is he? About 16?
16 or 17 inches long and about 15 inches around. This is a beast. And I'm not worried about the net.
Beautiful fish. I gotta tell you, I love these rod carriers. They're really fantastic. I got my 10'7" weights in them. I'm all set to go down to Ohio and Pennsylvania and do some Great Lakes steelhead fishing. Gotta tell you, that is so much fun. And this past December, I actually was down there doing some fishing, and we were nymph fishing using egg patterns and streamers for these big lake run rainbow trout. Even though it was cold, the fishing was red hot. It's mid-December, a time when many think the fishing season is done and over. But things have changed in terms of the seasons for steelhead, as I learned from Kurt Bidekoffer, who's guiding us this week with his daughter Morgan. Kurt suggested we jump in the truck and drive down to some other private waters. He felt that in the last hours of light, some fresh steelhead might move upriver from Lake Erie.
Yep, just cast right up into there. That's it. And just high stick it. Yep. And they're gonna sit right where you're going through right now. And then that's pretty much it.
That's bottom.
Probably bottom there. Yep. Yeah. So try them this time. Get it a little closer to us.
Like that.
Yep, exactly. And if you have to, almost drag it back a little bit. It's gonna kind of catch up there. But a lot of times, once it gets into here, they're sitting closer. Try that one. We'll probably see how it sucks us back out. Oh, we got one. There we go. Oh, nice. That was a perfect drift. Now the hard part. Woo! Yep, just kind of stay there. I'm going to see if I can get below it, Colin.
Okay.
I'll keep his head up. Nice fish. Nice fish. There we go. Nice, Colin. Another nice male. Beautiful fish.
You walked me into that. I didn't have to do anything. I think he took the zonker, didn't he?
No, he took the egg.
Took the egg.
He's on the blood dot. This is probably another 28 incher. That other one was 30. This one's probably 28. Boy, I don't know. That's a beauty.
Good time.
That's a dandy. There's nothing wrong with that.
So I think, Kurt, that was a classic example of why people will want to come here to Ohio or Pennsylvania. And we're here like mid-December, and most people have packed up their fishing gear and maybe they're hunting or whatever, but they're thinking now bonefish, and yet look at the fish we've been getting the last few days. Tim and Drew and I, this is fantastic. This is what people like. Look at the weather even. Yeah. It's not that bad, and you can have snow here, but even then it's not that cold and it's still great fishing. The American West, incredible trout fishing. You got Idaho, Colorado, Montana, and Wyoming. Mark Melnick had the great pleasure to go and fish the Wind River and got spectacular topwater fishing. Watch this.
Today we are tagging along with George Hunker.
I've seen a rattlesnake here too, but I don't usually think of this as rattlesnake country.
George has invited me to join him on a river close to his home in Lander. Who am I to say no?
You want to net this guy for me? There's a dropper on there, so.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
That's a worthy adversary. As you get farther and farther up, I would expect that our chances are better. I don't know why. I guess because we haven't seen that many in the bottom of the pool.
Here's a good one. Oh yeah, good one, big rainbow. I think. I don't know what it is, but it's a big fish. I've got 4X on here. Come on, buddy. This run looked just too good not to have fish in it. And worked my way up, and I think he came out of that slack water there. Now there's a bunch of shelves and rocks in here. You want to keep your rod tip high, keep the leader off of those pieces of structure as best you can. See, he's digging down, trying to get himself into those rocks. Nice big rainbow. George started the day with a beautiful brown trout, and we've been catching pickles ever since. Oh my gosh. Come on, baby, come on.
Finally found a worthy adversary, eh?
Yes, sir. Making me work for it, I love it. Oh my goodness,
That's
what
a big rainbow, man.
That is a big rainbow.
Big rainbow.
Oh. All right, let's take a look at this guy. I can barely get my hands around him.
You know, I always clean my boots in spring and throughout the season. And it's not because I'm fussy. I'm just worried about there being some algae or weeds stuck to the boots. As you can see, I got a lot on them right now from last season. But I don't want to spread things that could really destroy an environment. And that's even when I'm traveling to an incredible place like Montana in the spring. I mean, the dry fly fishing is fantastic. Everybody knows about September and the hopper fishing, but the spring, high water, very special fishing. And Mark Melnick got the opportunity to try it last year. He went out with bighorn anglers, and it was an incredible day of fishing.
Today, we're fishing with local fly tyer and accomplished fly angler, Emma Berry. We hop in the boat for a day on the water, and things start off with a bang.
There's a bump. I was questioning it though. I'm like, wow, he's really not moving. Feels good. It's like a good fish. Yeah.
As so it often happens, that one fish put the entire pod on high alert and they all stopped feeding. We're moving on. Trees and bushes in the water have proven to be money this trip.
Good brown, eh, Pete?
Heck yeah, man. Tight spot. We'll see if we can get this guy. We lost a good one in here yesterday.
Yeah.
Doing the same head shaking crap. We might get him. We might get him. Oh, we got him.
Look at this fish. So if you've ever thought about coming and fishing the bighorn, maybe that'll trick you to do it, huh? Oh, what a stud brown trout.
Nice.
On a dry dropper, just perfect. Still can't see it. Either it's a medium fish that's playing the current brilliantly.
Saw him for a sec.
What?
I saw him for a sec.
Thought you said sucker, I'm sorry.
Sucker. Whitefish.
Giant whitefish.
Oh, it is a rainbow. Yep, it's a nice rainbow.
Oh. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's good fish. Pete, cutbows, are they common here on the Bighorn? And you know, are they something that you can expect to catch while you're here?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I feel like we're seeing more and more in here. We have really no cutthroat. I'd say maybe 1 or 2 true cutthroat get caught a year here, and it's kind of just a mystery fish. But for some reason, we have a pretty good population of cutbows around, and
go ahead.
Makes for a just gorgeous fish, though. I mean, look at that thing. That's
a little orange slash under the gill there. And they don't have the white leading tips on their fins on the pecks as they do, but as a rainbow, they have them on the anal fins and on the peduncle. So
yeah, cool. Another cool picture fish for you.
Absolutely, it's a good one too.
Yeah, that is.
Another rainbow.
Is it really?
Yeah. And they're all they're great size, man. We've had amazing success, Pete, tucked in behind felled trees and stuff this week.
Yeah. That's a stud fish. Man, that's a slam.
So before we let this fish go, let me show you the fly that we're using here. We've got a dry dropper system with a big, or a little, ant suspender, very visible. And then underneath, we've got a green brass head Patagonia. Barbless jig fly. These flies are absolutely incredible for trout species. They just put a clinic on them. They just seem to totally hone in on them.
Yeah, drop quick, just get in the zone, and great hooks, so they hold on to the fish well for barbless hooks.
Yep. All right, let's take a look at the fish. They are active in this cold water, let me tell you. There you go. Just a fantastic specimen.
Well, it's about 10:30 in the morning. I'm kind of about a third of the way through my chores. I got a lot more to do. Having a coffee, and I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it. There's some great places to go for fly fishing in the United States, in Canada, and even fantasy destinations like Patagonia. We hope you get an opportunity to go to some of the places we profiled in this video, and if you want to learn more, go to the description box below where we've listed links to the pages that describe the locations we went. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the water.
The New Fly Fisher is brought to you in partnership with Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada,